Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Paul Heyman comments on working with Liv Morgan. Paul Heyman discussed what it was like working with Liv Morgan in the most recent WWE Network documentary Live Forever. The documentary covers Liv Morgan's debut on Raw and the events leading up to it. It is here that Paul Heyman comes into the picture, as he was the one who saw the potential in Liv Morgan's character. Paul Heyman discussed what attracted him to Liv Morgan's character and why he felt that she would be very relatable to the current generation of WWE fans. Heyman believes that it is Liv's characteristic of not wanting to be labeled that made her a unique and relatable character. What did I see in Liv Morgan? A confused kid who can't find her way in life, that has dreams that are defined in her head that she can't articulate or convey to her friends or the masses, but is chasing an indescribable dream that only she herself can truly understand. There are so many people out there just like that. My daughter is 18 and she always tells me, "Stop trying to define me." And that's what we, as an entertainment company, try to do. We try to define every character with absolute. Here is the exception that defines a rule, because Liv can't be defined, and she doesn't want to be. Because no one that age wants a label placed on them. H/T Fightful. Paul Heyman would go on to discuss the events that took place on the final episode of Raw in 2019. He described how he was very proud of what Liv Morgan and Lana had created. At this point in time, Paul Heyman and WWE Creative had injected Liv Morgan into the Lana and Bobby Lashley storyline. This storyline, however, received a lot of backlash. Nonetheless, Paul Heyman was proud. The thumbnail says it all. Paul Heyman, Vince McMahon, and all involved should do us all a favor and step down effective immediately. I feel so bad for Liv Morgan. Imagine 6 months off TV, and they bring you back, and the best they have for you is a lesbian angle #Raw. The oohs and ahs, the twists and turns, and as it plays out as well as it did in Liv, and Lana delivering the way that they did, that's a high that you get as a writer, director, producer, whatever the title is that is afforded in the genre of entertainment that, to this day, I haven't been able to convey to anybody that hasn't lived it themselves. H/T Fightful. Despite all the criticism he has received, Paul Heyman does have an eye for talent, and he did for Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is a WWE superstar with loads of potential. Hopefully, there are others like Paul Heyman who will see that same potential and talent. In the world of professional wrestling, few names command respect like Paul Heyman. Known for his unmatched ability to craft compelling narratives and elevate talent, Heyman has worked with some of the biggest names in the business. From Brock Lesnar's dominance to Roman Reigns' transformation into the Tribal Chief, Heyman has been a pivotal figure in shaping wrestling's most memorable storylines. But when the Wise Man recently commented on his experience working with Liv Morgan, fans were left intrigued by his insights into one of WWE's most unique and evolving superstars. Liv Morgan's journey in WWE has been anything but ordinary. From her early days in NXT as part of the Riot Squad to her transformation into a solo competitor, Morgan has consistently pushed herself to new heights. Her resilience and relatability have endeared her to fans, but it wasn't until her SmackDown Women's Championship win that she truly cemented her place as a top-tier talent. For Heyman, Morgan's story is what makes her so compelling. In a recent interview, he shared his admiration for her journey. Liv Morgan is the epitome of perseverance, Heyman said. She's not someone who is handed everything on a silver platter. She's fought for every opportunity, every moment in the spotlight. That's the kind of person you want to work with, someone who's hungry, someone who doesn't just want to succeed, but needs to succeed. Heyman's respect for Morgan is evident, But what makes his perspective so valuable is his ability to see potential in people that others might overlook. Paul Heyman is often regarded as a master storyteller, and his approach to character development is both meticulous and innovative. When asked about his time working with Morgan, Heyman revealed how he sought to bring out the layers in her character. Liv has this incredible duality, Heyman explained. On one hand, she's this relatable underdog figure, someone the audience can see themselves in. But on the other hand, she has this untapped ferocity, this edge that's waiting to explode. My job was to help her find that balance and use it to captivate the audience. Heyman pointed to Morgan's matches during her championship reign as examples of how she embraced this duality. Whether it was her gutsy win against Ronda Rousey or her emotionally charged promos, Morgan proved she could be both vulnerable and fearless, a combination that resonated deeply with fans. Working with Paul Heyman isn't just about crafting storylines, it's about building trust. For Liv Morgan, who had spent years trying to find her footing in WWE, collaborating with someone of Heyman's stature was both intimidating and inspiring. In interviews, Morgan has spoken about how Heyman encouraged her to take creative risks and embrace her instincts. Paul never made me feel like I had to fit into a box, Morgan once said. He wanted me to be me, but a version of me that I didn't even know existed yet. Heyman echoed this sentiment, emphasizing the importance of authenticity in their work together. The best characters in wrestling are extensions of the real person. With Liv, it wasn't about creating something new, it was about amplifying who she already was, and she embraced that process wholeheartedly. Under Heyman's guidance, Liv Morgan experienced some of the most pivotal moments of her career. Her feud with Ronda Rousey showcased her tenacity, while her high-profile matches demonstrated her growth as an in-ring performer. Heyman recalled one moment in particular that stood out to him. There was a match where Liv took an incredible amount of punishment, but she kept coming back. It wasn't just about the physicality, it was the emotion she brought to the story. That's when I knew she had arrived as a star. Morgan's ability to connect with the audience on an emotional level is something Heyman believes sets her apart. Wrestling is about making people feel something. Liv has this rare ability to draw people in, to make them root for her, to make them believe in her. That's a gift, and it's one that she's only just beginning to explore. While Liv Morgan has already achieved a great deal in WWE, Paul Heyman is adamant that her best days are still ahead of her. When asked about what the future holds for Morgan, Heyman didn't hesitate. Liv Morgan is a generational talent, he said. She has the ability to transcend wrestling and become a cultural icon, but more importantly, she has the drive to do it. She's not content with where she is, she wants more, and she's willing to put in the work to get there. Heyman suggested that Morgan's versatility could open up new opportunities for her, both in WWE and beyond. Liv can be anything she wants to be. She can be a hero, she can be a villain, she can be the face of the company. The only limits are the ones she sets for herself. For Paul Heyman, working with Liv Morgan has been as much a learning experience for him as it has been for her. Every time you work with someone new, you learn something, he said. With Liv, I was reminded of the power of authenticity. She reminded me that wrestling isn't just about the moves or the titles, it's about the people. And Liv is someone who connects with people in a way that very few can. Heyman also credited Morgan for pushing him to think outside the box. Liv is fearless when it comes to trying new things. That's a rare quality, and it's one that makes you want to work harder to help her succeed. The WWE Universe has been vocal about their appreciation for the collaboration between Heyman and Morgan. Fans have praised Morgan's growth as a performer and credited Heyman for helping her unlock her potential. Liv Morgan has come so far, and you can tell Heyman's influence has been huge, one fan tweeted. Another added, Paul Heyman working with Liv is exactly what she needed. She's a star now, and there's no stopping her. As for Heyman, he remains humble about his role in Morgan's success. At the end of the day, it's not about me, it's about Liv. She's the one who stepped into that ring, who poured her heart into every match, who connected with the fans. I'm just grateful to have been a part of her journey. Paul Heyman's comments on working with Liv Morgan offer a fascinating glimpse into the creative process behind one of WWE's brightest stars. From building trust to crafting compelling narratives, their collaboration has been a testament to the power of storytelling in professional wrestling. For Liv Morgan, the journey is far from over. With Heyman's guidance and her own relentless drive, she's poised to reach even greater heights. And for fans, the prospect of what's to come is as exciting as the journey so far.